What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm picking college football's top 25 week 8 picks, so let's hop into it. And I want to say thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers again. In my $100 Fanatics gift card giveaway that I'm going to be doing, I will be drawing that on Friday, October 20th. So this Friday, I will be doing that gift card giveaway. So it's not too late to enter. The link is in the description. It will be over on my Instagram. All you have to do is like this post. If you follow me on Instagram and comment on that post, you can get additional entries. So that is how that giveaway is going to work. It's going to be Friday, October 20th. So this Friday. So it's not too late to enter. But anyway, moving over to the college football. Last week my record was 11-7, which once again, not too great. My overall record was 112-30, which I don't think is too bad. And this week we have 4 teams on their bye. Number 1 Georgia, number 12 Oregon State, number 15 Notre Dame, and number 21 Louisville are all on their bye. So there's only 17 ranked games this week. So kicking it off, we have Air Force, who's new to the top 25, at Navy. So a battle of 2 military schools right here. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not too familiar with both of these schools, but just judging based off of their scores from previous weeks, I'm going to give this win right here to Air Force, the ranked team, by a score of 30-14. Then we have the marquee matchup of this week at noon. We have Penn State number 7 at Ohio State number 3. So we have a Big Ten matchup, and there's a lot of implications with this game. I feel like honestly, whoever wins this game, I think solidifies their spot in the college football playoffs. Both of these teams have to play Michigan still, but whoever wins this game, if they lose to Michigan, there's still a good chance that they can make it into the playoffs. Neither of these teams really have a statement win yet. Yes, Ohio State beat Notre Dame. Yes, Penn State did beat a ranked Iowa team, but those games don't really compare to the magnitude of this game. And this game is really a toss up in the air. Penn State has the number 1 defense in college football. Ohio State's offense has kind of struggled. That's kind of been their weak point. And Ohio State definitely has a respectable defense as well. So ultimately, it's going to be whose offense steps up more in this game. And this is one of my upset picks this week. I have Penn State going into Columbus and getting a win over the Ohio State Buckeyes. And with a lot on the line in this game, I have Penn State winning it by a score of 27-24. And then we have UCF at Oklahoma. Oklahoma, the number 6 ranked team. And I don't think UCF stands much of a chance in this game against the Sooners. So I have Oklahoma winning this game right here, 35-13. Then we have yet another Big Ten matchup. This time it is Minnesota at number 24, Iowa. Iowa's back in the top 25 now. And I don't think this is going to be a super high scoring game right here, but I do think Iowa has a better defense than Minnesota. And for that reason, I'm going to be giving this game right here to the home team, Iowa, by a score of 21-17. Then we have North Texas at Tulane. Tulane, another team that just made it back into the top 25. And I'm not super familiar with North Texas, but I know Tulane's only loss this year came to Ole Miss. So they're a relatively good team. So I have them winning this game right here, 31-10. And then we have a couple of SEC matchups. The first one we have is South Carolina at Missouri. In Missouri, another team that is back in the top 25 right here at number 20. They're at home against South Carolina. And I think this is going to be a close fought SEC matchup. I don't think South Carolina is going to pull off the upset. So I will be giving this game right here to Missouri. But I do think it will be a relatively close game right here, as I have Missouri winning it 28-26. Then we have a huge SEC matchup. We have number 17 Tennessee at number 11 Alabama. Both of these teams have one loss. So this is a huge game for both teams because whoever loses it, I think is going to be effectively just out of the running for the college football playoffs. Yes, one loss teams can sneak in, but 2 loss teams, there's no way. So whoever loses this game, their season's pretty much done. So who's going to step up? Is Tennessee going to step up? Is Alabama finally going to get into a rhythm? Are they finally going to step up? And I think they will. They got Coach Nick Saban. I think he can turn around this team. They can put together a good effort and get the better of Tennessee right here at home. So I have Alabama winning this game against Tennessee by a score of 23-16. I think it's going to be another one of these low-scoring college football games, a one-score game that they'll just pull it out in the end. Then we have Washington State at Oregon. Oregon lost to Washington last week, so they fell only to number 9, so they're still ranked in the top 10. Washington State lost big time last week to Arizona, so they are now unranked completely. And I do think Oregon's going to win this game. I do think overall they are a better team with Bo Nix. But Washington State, if they played like they did last week, Oregon can easily run away with this game. But I don't think that's the case. I think Washington State can make this game relatively close. So I have Oregon winning it right here by a score of 31-24. Then we have Texas at Houston. So 2 Texas teams going at it right here. And I don't think Houston really stands much of a chance right here against this Longhorns team. So I'm going to give this win to Texas right here with very little thought by a score of 41-16. And then we have Virginia at North Carolina. North Carolina finally made it into the top 10. They are ranked number 10 right here. And they have a struggling Virginia team coming into town. So once again, another game with little to no thought really put into it, as I have North Carolina winning this game right here by a score of 37-7. Then back to the SEC, we have Ole Miss, number 13th, at Auburn. And once again, I think this is going to be another close fought SEC matchup. I do think Ole Miss is going to go into Auburn and get the win right here. But once again, I think Auburn is going to keep it close. I think it's going to be a contested game coming down to the wire, and I have Ole Miss winning this game one score by a score of 28-20. Then we have Army at LSU, the 19th ranked team in the nation. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think Army stands much of a chance at all right here against an SEC opponent. So LSU, I think, is going to very easily win this game right here by a score of 45-10. And then we have another matchup of two ranked teams. We have Duke 16th at Florida State, the fourth team in the nation. And I think this is going to be a really good matchup. Do I think Duke can pull off the upset at Florida State? I don't really think they can. I think they can keep it close, but I do think Florida State overall is just a better team than Duke. I do think Duke has played out of their minds this year. Definitely a surprise season being ranked at this point at all, but I do think Florida State will just get the better of them and beat them right here by a score of 33-21. Then we have another Big Ten matchup. This time we have number 2 ranked Michigan at Michigan State. And Michigan State has just kind of been going through a bunch of off the field issues. So there's just kind of a lot of moving parts right there with them right now. Michigan, one of the best teams in the nation, week in, week out. So I think they'll go to Michigan State and get the job done rather convincingly. And I don't think it's going to be that close. So I have Michigan winning this game right here by a score of 42-17. Then we have another ranked versus ranked game. We have Utah, the 14th ranked team, at USC, the number 18th ranked team. USC lost to Notre Dame last week, and USC just really hasn't been playing good these last couple of weeks. They almost lost to Arizona. They lost to Notre Dame. They fell all the way to 18th, and their offense is good. Caleb Williams definitely struggled in that Notre Dame game, but their defense is a huge liability. Utah beat USC last year, so they're no stranger to knocking them off, and I think that's going to be the case right here. I think USC is going to get their second loss of the year right here at home, and I think it'll effectively just ruin their season. So I have Utah winning this game, a close fought game, 34-27. Then we have Arizona State at Washington. Washington got a huge win over Oregon last week, so they moved up to number 5 in the nation, and they have Arizona State coming into town. And I don't think the Sun Devils really have much of a chance against this Washington team. So I have Washington winning it right here, 40-7. Then closing out the week, we have number 25 UCLA at Stanford. And UCLA did lose last week to Oregon State. Stanford came back in a thriller and beat Colorado in double overtime. So even though Stanford's like, I want to say they're like 2-4, 2-5, they're not playing great, but they still had a crazy comeback win. So maybe they can carry that momentum into this game, make it a little close for comfort. But at the end of the day, I still have UCLA beating Stanford right here by a score of 28-17. So yeah, those are my week 8 college football top 25 picks. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I said, it's not too late to enter the giveaway over on my Instagram. The link is in the description. All you gotta do is like this post, comment on it, and follow me for a couple additional entries. So yeah, let me know what you think. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you with another video. God bless.